Alright, let's see if I can do this quick enough that we can play it in real time, or if I'm going to speed it up. It all depends on how many screws I lose. I was in there tight. Don't make any jokes. And that's all the expansion cards. So now we gotta remove the motherboards. So I'm gonna do this sitting down. So I'm gonna move all these cards, ouch, out of the way. Oops, don't tear the blanket, it's not mine. And I'll put these right here. Alright. Oh. Where's my screwdriver? Let's start with this guy. Not much to do really. Just remove the floppy cable and the two IDE cables, as well as the cables for the parallel port and serial ports, and the two motherboard power connectors. Now I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something because this is important if you ever work on an AT machine. AT motherboards and power supplies have two connectors. They're labeled P8 and P9 usually. Anyway, just take care of what goes where when you're dealing with these machines. Alright. So, pull the power connectors. You gotta wiggle them a bit. And hope you don't rip a wire out. Okay, the motherboard's just going to be unscrewed and then it's ready to come out. One screw. And one screw there. I think there's just two screws holding this motherboard on, the rest is spacers. Actually, this particular computer, when I got it, had just one screw holding the motherboard in. The rest was plastic spacers, so the motherboard rotated on that one screw. And I had recently just bought some motherboard spacers, or standoffs, you know, like actual metal standoffs that screw into the case. So I put one of those to use and screwed that in a free space in this case, and it worked just fine. And yes, the motherboard is free now. Oh, I forgot to remove the serial port connectors, so I'll do those. And I'm sorry I'm not getting a good angle, I don't have my tripod here. And oh, the case wires, they have to come out. You know what? I should take pictures. I will take pictures of all the case wires on all three of these computers, and then we will come back. Alright, onward. Now the Turbo 486. I'm going to take these screws and put them right here. I am not going to remember. I'm too lazy to keep track of what screws go where. But it doesn't really matter because we're swapping parts, so where screws fit before, they're probably not going to fit anymore. And I missed a expansion card in the Turbo 486. I missed the network card. I wonder if any one of you guys picked up on that. Also, I didn't bring my box full of spare screws here, so I hope all these screws I have here is going to be enough, because I don't have extras here. Alright, yank the case connectors, yank the IDE cables, yank the floppy cable, yank the parallel port cable. This case, the Turbo 486 is a pretty cramped case. It's not great to work inside. Pull the serial port cables and the power cables, which I can't get to because they're under the power supply here. So I'll unscrew the motherboard and pull it out far enough to get to the power connectors. Hopefully I can actually do that. And right there. And there's one more screw somewhere. Where, I don't know. Right there. And there we go. Yanks out. Pull the power connectors. See, I've had this motherboard out before, so the power connectors were really easy to take out. And Vuta, Ruta, Zoot. Oh, something fell on me. Jumper or what? I don't know. Oh, a screw. There's another M919 motherboard. And what I'll actually do is I'll let you guys take a look at the two different versions of the PC chips. M919 motherboard. Alright, I've turned the air conditioner on so I have a slightly lower chance of dying. Ugh. That's weird. One of the motherboard connectors is falling apart. It's just a metal thing that goes on the pin. It's not very cool. Yes, they are indeed labeled P8 and P9, at least on this power supply. And parallel and serial headers, like that. IDE or floppy. IDE, IDE, and this board's ready to come out. And one thing we can actually do, I'm actually going to show this. This particular case has a really interesting feature. There's 3 screws on the left side here there, there, and there. And if I take those out, this entire wall comes out, and it makes it easier to get access to the motherboard. Of course, it only works well once the motherboard's disconnected from everything. The parallel and serial port things have to come out. Now, the motherboard should come right out. Oops. Oh, oh, I only got the, I only got one of them. I gotta pull the other out. There we go. Oh, there it comes. Ah, the ground wire of the power supply is attached there too, so it can't come completely out. Not about causing damage, but this was a bad idea. I should have just done it the good old-fashioned way. Oh, also the CPU fan's connected to the power supply still. I should probably fix that. Oh, this was a horrible idea. Oh, this is a mess. Why did I do this? Oh, good lord. Okay, I'm gonna remove that ground wire. And I think it's free. Is it free? Yes, it is free. It is indeed free. Alright, so there's the whole back plane of the case. And I'm going to, let's see, how many screws we got? We got 1, 2, 3 screws. 3 screws. Not many screws hold these AT motherboards in, at least not on these generic cheap cases. You know, just like the PC chips, M919 motherboards, these cases with the LED display, they were generally bottom of the barrel products. They were really cheap generic stuff. But they're so darn cool today. They're really cool. You just gotta look past their faults. And there. Oh, here's our last motherboard. I'll let you take a look at this.